form, white for him out, your ball sideline. Blue ball coming out. Fouls bug blood. 6-0 on the foul. Okay. The next one, bug. Okay. Correct on the foul. So next white foul or two.
Alrighty then, this is Rick Stewart here at Vista del Lago High School, and I'm getting the positive nod from Will that he can hear me, so I think that sounds good, but I'll let him tell you.
Correct you are, sir. I can hear you, and it's clear and good to go.
Beautiful.
White, yeah. We didn't switch yet. white. Go, 30. Start the clock. 30. White ball, headline. First ball.
Access Sacramento presents a live Hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
Well, it may be cold and windy and wet outside under stormy conditions around the area, but this evening inside the Eagles Nest here on the campus of Vista del Lago High School, the hometown sports game of the week, we'll have plenty of heat for you to keep you comfortable. Good evening and welcome to the Eagles Nest here at Vista del Lago. Tonight, the hosts entertain undefeated Christian Brothers, and this should be a doozy. With my partner, Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. We welcome you aboard and brace yourself for what figures to be an intense ball game we've been anticipating.
Well, we've been anticipating this since last year when we start looking at all the stats. The stats tell one story, but is that really the whole story? Is there more to it than what's on the numbers surface? This should be a really good matchup tonight, Will.
By that, we mean an undefeated ball club under a coach with a couple of section titles and multiple league titles has had great difficulty here in this venue at Vista del Lago, which I suppose is a slight underdog, but based on the last 5 meetings, I don't know how we can say that.
Well, that would be difficult to point out because, as you can see here, as we go into the last meetings or last outings that these teams had, Christian Brothers comes off a 73-16 bombing of the Rio Americano Raiders. Now, the Falcons took a 20-point lead after the first quarter, up by 40 at half. The Raiders were held to 8 points in the first half, 8 in the second half, obviously. And Kaya Foster led the way with scoring. And also, there were a lot of other players that played up for Vista in this solid defensive effort. It was tremendous effort.
Well, the hosts also had a lopsided victory. It was not pretty, but they manhandled Capital Christian.
Well, they did, and obviously we don't have the number stats. No, neither team turned them in. But Vista del Lago took a big lead throughout the first half and just held on to it. Capital Christian didn't have any answer for them, and it just ballooned as the game went on. That was a good tune-up for Vista del Lago.
It was. Impact players always a major factor, and I think you're going to like the impact players we're isolating for you this evening.
I think we have 6 really good players today to focus on for the Falcons' big 3. Number 3, Jada Hunter. She's a senior. She's a solid scorer, ball handler. She's 5'8" senior. Aaliyah Harmon's a 5'5" sophomore. She's a really good shooter. Offensive rotational player, can play any one of the positions, really. And Kaya Foster, a 5'8" junior. She's a rebounding star. Mixer on the board. She does well. She's also a really good quality shooter, Will.
And especially from deep range gunning, the 3-ball leader on this outfit. She had 9 in one game previously this season. But the Eagles have their own set of impact players.
Well, they do. Charlize Shy, and it's pronounced Shy. Number 20, she's a junior. She's a good ball handler, but she's really got a really good basketball IQ from Coach Benjamin. Emma Lyons, 5'11" junior. She's the tallest Eagle, solid rebounder. She's a smart shooter, too. And Ella Scanars, a sophomore, 5'8", sophomore returning starter. She started last year as a freshman. Ball handler, shooter, rebounder, all this as a sophomore player, Will.
Well, these veteran head coaches are going to move the chess pieces again this evening. They've got their own sets of keys and priorities that they must focus on, and here's a look at what matters most.
Well, these are the 2 coaches. These are 2 solid coaches. Marty Benjamin's been here at the helm for 12 years, 191 wins, almost 200. And Shandon Foster at Christian Brothers, 6th year, 115 wins, 3 league titles, 2 section titles, NorCal finalist. Solid credentials for both coaches. Shandon Foster's just got to get past this team right now, Vista del Lago.
Well, they had a tournament down in San Diego earlier in the season, and she figures their performance there, where a number of her players, her key players, stepped up in the leadership capacity, could be what they've been lacking in previous meetings.
Well, and this was a tournament that really worked well for them as a bonding team. You can see the last meeting between these 2 teams, February 14th of last year, Christian Brothers visited Vista del Lago here. 46-38 was the score. The Eagles' second half defense just shut down the Falcons. Jada Hunter led the Falcons with 10 and 8 rebounds. Kara Sadler led the Eagles 11 points, 11 rebounds. Skinars, the freshman, chipped in 9 and 9, but the Eagles held the Falcons to 15 points in the second half. That shut them down.
Oh, it certainly did. And in looking across the entirety of their 14-game winning streak to open the season for the Falcons, the closest anybody has been to them has been 9 points.
Yeah, and most of them were a lot more than that. You can see the series history. This is the 24th meeting. Christian Brothers leads the series 15-8. The Falcons won the first 3 and 10 of the first 11. The Falcons posted a 7-game winning streak from 2010 to 2017. But the Eagles have won the last 5 meetings, and that's why I think this series has taken a shift in momentum. It's going the other way now.
It has. Though they still lead overall, it's Marty Benjamin's ball club that has gone ahead in the head-to-head competition with Coach Foster. Those last 5 in a row put them on top 7-6.
Yeah, that's solid for Marty Benjamin and for the keys for Christian Brothers. Number one, they got to make their press pay off. That's where they make their bread and butter. They get a bunch of steals in each game. They're averaging almost 20. They need to minimize their own turnovers, though, and they also need to make sure that their shot selection is good. Got to shoot some good three-point shots, Will.
Well, it's apparent they're going to have to do a few key things differently than in those previous 5 matchups if they hope to get over this evening.
Well, that's true, and you know what their keys were before. But for Vista del Lago, they need to continue the balanced scoring. This is a team that doesn't rely on one person, but they have people that can step up and be that one person if needed. Number 2, they got to maintain solid defense. They have to be aware of who is where and what is going on and play solid team defense. They also have to control the tempo. Part of that is controlling the defensive boards. Part of that is controlling the offensive leak out, too, Will.
Well, in the scoring column, Christian Brothers averaging about 67, while Vista a solid 54. But again, the defense is what they ride on. So we'll see if they've got it again tonight.
Yeah, they're going to need it tonight, Will.
Well, we've got a humdinger, as they say, for you. We're at Vista del Lago tonight for Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. And this is a ball game that you might remember for quite some time if it shakes out the way we think it will.
Hope so.
So, Christian Brothers visiting Vista del Lago in a key Capital Athletic League matchup. Stay with us. We'll be back for more window dressing when we return.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Nice to have you with us this evening here at Vista del Lago High School, where tonight, under stormy conditions outside, but straight heat coming up inside, the hosts will take on visiting Christian Brothers, undefeated at 14-0. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. This is going to be one of those types of games that might set a standard for the rest of this season, Rick.
Well, it could, and I'm thinking they might be putting the air conditioner on in here pretty quick, because I think the action is going to be really hot in here tonight. This is a rivalry that's becoming possibly one of the real strong ones here in the Sacramento section for girls basketball. I don't know of another one that's bigger right now.
No question. Well, we're going to honor our national anthem and our Star-Spangled Banner. Well, there's our country song, and kudos to our two baseline cameramen, Ferrari, and of course, Travis. Nice shots there, panning those two rosters. Well, Christian Brothers, under head coach Shannon Foster in her 6th season, wearing their road royal blue trimmed in red. And this is a talented starting 5.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice batch of starters for both teams. They've had some turnover, both teams, a little bit of confusion. We can take a look here at the Christian Brothers starters. You can see those in color: Jada Hunter, Leah Harmon, and Kaya Foster. Those are our impact players. Devin Greer also at the forward, and Joy Omashakin at the post, the 5'9" freshman for Coach Shannon Foster for Christian Brothers.
Well, you can see she's got youth on her ball club, and we're going to have a light dimming scenario to sensationalize the Vista del Lago starting 5, and it's a nice 5.
It's a solid group. Well, youth and serious upper-class players as well. You can see them right here: Alexa Moore, senior; Charlize Shy, junior; Rosie Conrad at the guard position, a senior; Ella Skinars, a sophomore, 5'8", Emma Lyons, the post, 5'11", junior. Shy, Skinars, and Lyons are impact players for tonight for Vista.
Well, they'll need to make significant impact in order to match what we've seen all year long from Shandon Foster's ball club, undefeated at 14-0, while Marty Benjamin's outfit comes in at a solid 11-4.
And that 11-4 is a little misleading too, because several of those losses have been very, very tight losses that, really could have gone either way with a couple plays here and there. So both these teams could be the same undefeated spot. And it's just a little bit tougher break for Marty this year so far.
3 of the 4 losses, 6 points or less, and the loss to Oak Ridge was a buzzer beater.
Well, you're in every game.
They've been locked up in tight ones. Not the case, though, for the Falcons. The closest any opponent has come this year has been 9 points.
Well, and that shows their offense, too, because their offense is getting out there and getting it done while the other team is still trying to figure things out. And by the time they figure it out, the game's out of reach.
Well, besides both teams being on the spot tonight, our game officials assigned by the NCOA are on the spot. This will be a very fierce, hotly contested game. Referee Reggie Higashi, umpire Jeff Johnson, hoping to make all the right calls tonight. Jada Hunter tapping for Brothers. In center circle against Lions and wins the tip. Falcons with first control. Hunter leads the team in 5 significant categories. Foster to Harmon, no. Tough luck, rebounding effort, very nicely done there, and they reload.
Emma Lyons was in good position there, had to really fight for the ball, didn't quite come up with it.
Hunter poked away, and it's a turnover. Transition up the floor, Shy being hounded by 2 defenders. Tapped away twice.
Kept control of it though, kept just enough control.
Drive it to the bucket, layup down. Cashed in sweetly, Alexa Moore.
Yeah, that was a nice first step past the defender, and the defender couldn't recover fast enough, and Moore was all the way to the basket.
Inside, lose the rock, turnover, 1-on-2. Moore steadies now. Lions down to the post, a kick out in the corner, Jay, down!
Big shot there.
Oh my goodness.
Rosie Conrad with a 3-pointer. We're up to a 5-0 lead with a timeout already.
Well, certainly Coach Shannon Foster doesn't like what she saw in the opening minute and a half. Let's spin the replay dial. Down to the post, a kick out in the corner, Jay, down!
Big shot there.
Oh my goodness.
Rosie Conrad with a 3-pointer. We're up to a 5. Yeah, that was nice passing on there, and just the shot was wide open, and Conrad got it up early. Yeah. Well, and they haven't gotten their offense in gear yet. Obviously, the defense there for Vista came out to play.
Here's our first look at full court pressure. Both teams will apply it tonight. This is more token pressure. Harmon shoves off and comes into the front court. Hunter, all air. But another offensive board. Foster a miss. Tapped over the back. Unable to save it.
Devin Greer hustling after that one to try and save that. Just couldn't quite get it in time.
So now we'll take a look at Christian Brothers pressure. 1-2-2.
And this is where their bread and butter is. The fact that they press so much, and they're in such good shape after their conditioning during this summer when they had their tournaments. I guess they hired a new conditioning coach, and it's put them in such shape that, they feel like they can actually press all game long.
Shy and Moore. Now, the lefty drops a jumper.
Skinars with the outside jumper there. Just nice, soft touch. Open shot, right in her wheelhouse.
7-0. Vista out to a tremendous start. Brothers trying to get on the board. Muscle shot missed. Whistle and a foul. It's against Christian Brothers.
Omashakin with a player control foul. 7-0 lead. 5:48 to go in the quarter. It's a good start for Vista.
They go to the middle. Conrad sends it ahead, and they bust the press. Shy to Moore. She sets the floor. Fake it. High post. The kick out. Skinars had it blocked. Nice D there.
Good hustle by Lyons.
Into the post. Heavy traffic.
Shot
And
clock violation.
It sure was. We'll call it a turnover.
Good defense to force that turnover.
I really like the way Greer is playing. Not normally a starter. She wears number 20 for Christian Brothers, but
yeah, she came in early.
Tough inside.
Another turnover.
That makes 3.
Well, and that's one thing that was on our impact, and keys to the game. Have to control the ball.
Skinars sends it out, and they set the offense with Moore at the point. The cutter, the dish, the layup, down!
Nice.
Buried sweetly on another bucket by Lyons.
Nice pass off by Rosie Conrad to find the open shooter, though. Nice touch.
Pressure in the backcourt. Skinars hounding Greer. Here's Foster. They need to get on the board. Layup, all air. Another offensive board. Jump shot down by Hunter. And Brothers is on the board now.
Nice pass out to get it back to Hunter for the easy, soft shot.
Shy, cross court. Break the press. Skinar's averaging just a shade less than 20 a game. Turnover, Eagles.
Yeah, I think Skinar's may have gotten a little bit of a shove on the arm when she was trying to pass that off. I'm not positive, but she was looking back at the referee trying to talk to.
The shove was there.
Yeah.
Cautious dribble up the floor by Harmon. Hounded there by Moore.
Yeah, this is hustling defense I'm seeing with Vista. Really good.
A block called against Conrad. And Marty Benjamin up off that Eagles bench, not quite in agreement with that call.
Take a look here at the replay. Nice pass off. Tremendous pass by Conrad there.
Feed low, Hunter, yes.
Yeah, too easy if you're going to have Hunter down low with that simple pass right off the glass.
So they come back with a couple of buckets and get within 5. Foul line. Slapped away on the arm. No call. Turnover, Eagles.
A lot of skin slapping there on several moments.
I heard it all the way from here. Both teams with 3 turnovers now here in the opening of this first quarter. Harmon straight down the floor. Poor pass. Turnover number 4. That's too many.
Well, yeah, and that's not what they want to do. Take a look at Hunter here underneath. Shot. Nice soft touch.
Good patience here on the press. Somebody needs to go deep. Moore along the sideline, and they break the press. And here's Shy with the runner. Around and out. No good. Rebound. Tough on the defensive glass is Foster.
Nice attempt by Shy, though. Take it right to the hoop. There's nobody that was in front of her, so go as far as you can with it.
Into the cutter. Lost out of bounds by Foster. Turnover, Brothers.
Foster had 2 defenders right on her as soon as she got the ball, brought it down, and as soon as she brought it down, hands were in trying to pull it out.
Okay, cautiously, multiple passes to break the press. Shy now lined up against Harmon. And they beat the timeline. Back to the corner, overthrown but saved by Conrad. Into the post. Lions a kick out. Conrad, air ball, partially blocked.
Hit off the side of the backboard there and came off easy to Brothers.
Harmon to Hunter, pull up Jay. Turnover, Christian Brothers.
Yeah, there was a hustle play to get to the ball, but when she actually got to the ball and had control of it, she's standing on the line.
2 subs in for the Eagles. Ursula Chen wearing 21. Cameron Northcutt 22. Skinars cross court nicely. Moore back to who's got the open gunner. Lions air ball short. Foster's got the rebound.
Yeah,
1:50 to go, late first.
A little bit of a wild shot by Lions there. She was just a little bit out of control trying to fight off the defender.
Hunter backs out, drives on Chen, misses the J, over the back foul on Harmon.
Lots of skin on the court tonight, that's for sure. Players hitting the court, diving for it.
.135 left in the quarter. 9-4 Eagles. They haven't scored since jumping out 9-0.
Well, the positive side for them is they haven't really given up a whole lot in this quarter either.
No, they have not. A grand total of 4. And a couple of turnovers, but not as a result of the press. Feed low. Lions turn, double fake. Great ball movement. Hunter, hustling hard, cannot save it in time and takes a hard fall.
Yeah, she took a tumble into the stands right there and landed. I can't tell whether she landed with her ankle or on her side.
Stoppage of play. They're checking on the status of Hunter. She tells our umpire she's okay.
Yeah, that was nice.
The long shot's well off the mark. Shot clock violation, the second of the game.
Yeah, they only had 4 seconds when they inbounded the ball that play.
Recognition. Harmon to inbound, near side, gets it into Hunter. She's responsible for all 4 Falcons points. Chen, the blow by. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But there was contact. Yes, there was contact.
Well, it's hard to be diplomatic.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Christian Brothers has not substituted this quarter, have they?
I haven't seen it.
Nope.
Foster bumps.
Little push off. And a turnover.
My.
Devin Greer can't believe what she's hearing. They may overrule this.
Well, Shandon Foster can't believe what she's seeing.
Yeah, it was off the Eagles.
So they correct the mistake. Nice job, officials.
Yep. Got to get it right, no matter what it is. Whichever way it goes, you have to have the right call.
Hunter lobs in straight away to Harmon, tapped away by Moore, and she runs it down at the turnover.
Yeah, a little
I
return.
guess they called her for stepping out of bounds there.
Yeah, and she knew she had somebody wide open under the basket too.
38 seconds left here in the first. A continuing 9-4 score. Neither team has scored the last 3+ minutes.
Well, I'd say this is a little bit of defense, a little bit of turnovers, a little bit of nervousness.
24 seconds. 13 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper, all air. Missed by Hunter. And no call on that reach in. Here's Moore. Take it strong. Draw a foul.
Yeah, that was just a power move. She had it from half court. She knew she was going to drive. She saw an opening and was going to take it. Homoshakin picks up the
foul number 2.
Foul.
So Moore to the stripe where she's better than a fair hand. As a team, they're shooting 67%. Not this time.
Well, and that's going to be one of the things that Vista really needs to have go their way, is to make sure that, they are hitting the free throws that they're given.
Second free throw, good. Substitution, senior veteran Abby Cunningham into the ball game for the Eagles. 11 seconds. Well, I thought we might see a speed dribble, but here's Harmon casually up the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Well defended. No, not in time. They did not get up a shot. First quarter ends 10-4. Vista del Lago. The Eagles flying high. Don't go away. We'll be back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives. But there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit CFF.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cystic fibrosis.
Lots of serious faces in that Christian Brothers huddle here, spanning the first and second quarters, Rick, and not quite the look of urgency on the face of these Eagles.
No, they actually look like they're quite satisfied with the quarter. I mean, 10 points is, maybe a little bit low what they think, but I'm sure they're happy with the 4 points that they gave up. That's right in line with what their thinking is right now, at least in the last 5, 6, 7 games that they played between these two, especially the last 5.
So, first possession of the quarter. Moore's pass tapped away. It's a turnover. Number 6 for the Eagles. Up the floor strong. Foster tries to wedge inside and travels from here to there.
Well, that was pretty obvious. She took a step and just planted and just tried to muscle her way backwards and just drag it a fit.
Well, she's an outstanding player and certainly not having a typical game, but long way to go. We just opened the second quarter. Break the press Eagles. Cross court. Skinars. Tough shot.
Yeah, that was a tough shot for Skinnar. She got halfway down there, and the last defender was right in her way and had to do a little dipsy-do twist of the body, try and get the ball up, and it just wasn't an awkward shot.
Well, she's off to a slow start scoring as well, just 2 points, while she averages nearly 20.
Well, it's part of that's the defense, because they're kind of crowding on her and making sure that it's not easy for them just to plow through the lane either.
So Cunningham comes out, second foul on Conrad. Into the post, tapped away, out of bounds to the Falcons.
Good hustle there by Charlize Shy defensively to knock it a wall. Make contact as well.
Foster inbounds, baseline right. Hunter now to Harmon. Nearly a foot drag.
Yeah, it looks almost like it was.
Into the post. Greer has it tapped away. Gets it back and throws it into an interception by Moore. Push it hard against Harmon. Good D there applied by Hunter. It's a turnover.
Well, Hunter, real good timing, placement for that to get it away from Moore, who was real close to just passing off her.
Corner jumper long. Loose ball rolls through everybody. Return shot missed. Greer aboard, and here's a Hunter jumper down.
Yeah, line drive there. That was hustle by Devin Greer, though, to come up with that rebound and pass it back out. Real solid defensive effort. On the board, anyway.
10-7. After trailing by 9, Falcons pull within 3, and there's a foul from behind committed by Hunter.
Yeah, silly foul there, just out of placement. Eagle backed into her, but, she was moving at the same time, so she picked it up.
Neither team in the bonus yet. Inside wheel and deal. A miss by Conrad. Out of bounds to the Falcons.
And the Lions tried to get inside position, but just didn't have it. Take a look here at the replay there with Hunter's jump shot there.
So here's Hunter up the floor, being chased down by Shy. Loose ball picked up into the post to break up and steal. Skinars.
Yeah, I got to reach in. Kaya Foster picking up the foul.
Her first, 5th team foul against the Falcons. And a timeout taken. It's a full timeout. We'll step back, take a breather ourselves. Don't wander off. More to come. Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When fog, fats, oils, and grease get put down the drain, it can harden and create massive problems in our sewers. Fog can cause sewer backups, clogs, and can be a headache to clean out. Some sources of fog include items like meat, salad dressing, milk, butter, and creamy or oily sauces. Don't let fog get down the drain by doing 3 simple things. Can it, scrape it, and trash it to keep your pipes flowing. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
It would have to be called something like anemic scoring here in better than a quarter. A 10-7 lead by the hosts. Eagles on top. They broke out 9-0. Not much since then. And doing all the scoring for the Falcons, 7 points for Jayla Hunter.
Well, at least they know who they're going to go to.
Back rim no on a miss by Lions. And a held ball tie-up involving Moore. Possession arrow to the Falcons.
Yeah, that was a possession that Vista really needed to come up with a basket there because they've gotten kind of cold here.
Harmon lines up and fires. In and out, tough luck. One and done. Rebound Conrad. Baseball up the floor to Shy. 1-on-2. Pick clean by Hunter. One player back. It's Conrad who bumps her hard and commits the foul. Her third foul.
That was a hard bump. There's no doubt about it. She's still slowly getting up off the ground.
Actually, it was the speed that made it the hard fall. That was a solid bump, but Hunter was flying down the floor right there.
She's got her eyes on the basket tonight. There's no doubt about that. She had her eyes on it when she was in the back court coming up on that one.
So, Jada at the stripe to shoot a pair. Badly needed free throws. And the first one's a clunker.
Well, that's what we talk about. We've talked about it for years. Free throws. Free throws. Got to make them.
As a team, just slightly over 50% for the Falcons on the year. In and out and in.
Well, when you're at 50%, that's almost the other team can foul whoever they want to.
Nars, long miss from 3-ball range. Foster at defensive board.
Yeah, that was a quick setup and shoot from Skinars, and I'm not really sure she was quite ready for it.
Baseline drive, a poor pass, picked off. Turnover number 11 against the Falcons here in just over a quarter.
Well, and that's what they couldn't afford to have.
Another long miss. Skinars trying to get some rhythm with their outside shooting. A foul called away from the ball against
Shy.
Both teams now with 5 team fouls as we're nearing midway second. Here's Foster. Drive and kick.
And it's just a 2-point game now, too.
Foster mugged in the face and knocked down. She took a shot right there. To the corner. Shy hit on the arm, no call. Hunter's after it. Cannot save it. As you can see, intensity continuing to escalate. Timeout on the floor. Foster has a cut lip, it looks like. And Coach Foster really upset about that. And a timeout on the floor. Well, we'll step back and see if things settle a little bit here at the Eagles Nest. More to come. Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
.426 remaining here in this second as we approach the midway mark. And this game has been intense and continuing to show more of that. Very physical. Both teams playing hard-nosed defense. Bad pass picked. There's a run out for Hunter. No good. Wow, a foul from behind. Harmon knocked down by Cameron Norcutt. Yeah,
that was a tough foul. I mean, she did kind of take it away. Not exactly simply and softly, but yeah, it was good defensive time and
non-shooting. Foster has it stolen away. Nice salvage there to retain possession. Hunter swatted out of there by Lyons.
Wow, what a block. Timing.
Defense has dominated this game completely. Moore to midcourt. Send it ahead. Shy to the cutter. Leading scorer has a layup.
There you go. Skinars took it underneath the basket, came around the far side, used the hoop as a defensive effort to block. Came up easy off the glass.
That broke a scoreless streak in the neighborhood of many minutes. Tapped away after the miss. Good offensive rebounding tonight. Short there. Flat foot rebound. Lyons controls it. That's been the best part of their game tonight. Christian Brothers is offensive rebounding.
It has been, and they've been hitting the boards hard tonight, and it looks to me like that was one of their things. Everybody goes to the boards.
So far, they haven't capitalized. Moore, double team, steps through it. He gets called for a held ball on the double team by Harmon and Foster.
But they also keep the ball.
Okay. Alternating possession to the Eagles. Time running down now on the shot clock. 5 seconds. Moore trying to get loose. Cannot. 3 shot clock violations.
And that's the defense that Christian Brothers bringing. Here you got Skinars coming underneath the basket, up off the glass. Nice simple touch. Use the basket as a defensive weapon.
Nice replay on that baseline shot. A lob. Hunter to Harmon. 2:45 to go here. Flip side of quarter number 2. Foster back to Harmon. Deep J on the way. No. Skinars up court and a foul at the sideline committed by Greer.
Well, Greer was trying for the steal there, but she was just too close on the sidelines to Moore and just couldn't get it done.
This is a different type of situation, unlike any they've played this year. Tight game, they're behind. They've trailed the entire game. Referee Reggie Higashi keeping things fair and square. So Moore has the inbound. Swing it to Shy.
Working it around the top perimeter.
Step back, Jay. Way off.
Skinars not having a nice shooting night like we've seen before. But this is partly tough defense, too.
You bet it is. No, this is pressure on both teams. A break up and near steal by Shy. Harmon badgered all the way up the floor. Sophomore has her hands full tonight. Harmon to Foster. Step back, Jay. Blocked! Tapped away, and Greer runs it down. She's been steady.
Hustle for Greer.
Hunter trying to shake loose. Foster drives it and draws the foul from Lyons.
Drew that foul with 1 second left on the possession clock.
So Foster's at the stripe. In and out. Is this where somebody says there's a lid on the basket?
Well, it could be. Yeah, take a look at the foul here. She's driving. Yeah. There was obviously some ball there, but there was obviously some body too. Another miss on the foul line.
0 for 2 out there. And a steal.
Another turnover. Good pressure with Lyons there. Coming down after the ball bounced out there. Christian Brothers came up with it. Lyons was right there to play defense.
Well, Foster, despite being smacked hard in the face and in a little bit of foul difficulty, creates another turnover. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Shandon Foster, and she needs to have a word with 1:27 left, because she needs a couple buckets before it goes to halftime, Rick.
She definitely does, and that was a tough inbounding play where I think they called timeout right before they inbounded it. They were having a little struggle getting it in with the defensive pressure, so they called the timeout so they could have the ball safely to inbound it. But I think it was one of those situations where they just inbounded it right at the same time, so they ended up taking the timeout. But yes, they need a basket, at least another basket.
We've talked endlessly about the defense that these two teams bring and the outcome of the previous 5 games because of tremendous defense by the Eagles, and they have not slacked up a bit. 8 points for the half.
Yeah, well, in the last 5 games, it's basically been approximately 50 to 35, in the averages. So, I mean, both teams are way below what they would normally have been shooting and scoring for the last 5. But, this is a testament to the defense. Plus, I think there's a little bit of nervousness, as far as how big of a game it is.
Greer, the cutter, sends it to the post, and Foster travels. Wow.
Yeah, took a big wide step there. She was going around the defender, reaching around her to put it up off the glass, and it just didn't work as well.
Well, she's averaging better than 16 points a game, and thus far has been blanked.
Well, that's the defensive pressure.
We talked about the keys. Lyons into a trap, turns it over.
Yeah, I don't think Lyons is really who they want to have the ball handling the ball right there at that point of the pressure.
Hunter to the elbow, drags the foot and turns it over.
Can't believe she did it.
But she did.
Yeah, they called it. Must be true.
52 seconds left. Assistant coach Frank Horwath barking instructions in front of that Eagles bench. Boy, was he a star at Bella Vista in his day.
Well, and this coaching group has been together for quite a while at Vista, as a group. And, that breeds knowledge.
A poor pass picked off.
Wow. Vista coaching staff not exactly happy with that foul, but
it's the first on Skinar's. Team foul number 8, 1-and-1 free throwing upcoming for Greer, who I believe is yet to take a shot tonight.
Yeah, I don't recall. It might be one down low.
A miss on the front end. That's all there is.
Wow.
35 seconds to go. Moore trapped. Gets it off to Norcutt. Back to Moore. Still trapped in front of the timeline. They're not going to call a foul there. Harmon runs it down and lays it home.
Wow. Boy, that's a tough call not to get a foul on that.
It is. It is.
And it's the press.
Marty Benjamin furious about that non-call. So foul now called against the Falcons. They're going to charge Serrano.
Well, she just took up a little bit too much pressure there as the ball crossed center court.
Abby Moore to the stripe. Very important free throwing here. Measure, fire, and nothing but net.
Nice touch by Alexa Moore there.
In the first half, she was 1 out of 2 from the foul line. And 3 out of 4.
Huge free throws. Huge free throws for Moore right now.
8 seconds.
Puts it up to a 4-point lead.
Hunter pushing to the corner. A miss on the 3 ball. Harmon follows up and misses. How about that?
There's your halftime score, 14-10. Yes, it is a defensive battle here at Vista del Lago.
Well, let's spin the replay dial and see what we got here before going to the halftime break. That was the knockdown and steal for the layup by Harmon.
And that's Harmon's first points, correct?
It is. And at the half, a 14-10 Eagles lead. And shortly we'll be turning our attention to Kevin Coble, and he'll be having a word with Marty Benjamin. Well, let's turn our attention to our staging area, Kevin Coble.
Hey, we're back here at Vista del Lago. We are with head coach Marty Benjamin. Hey, Marty. Hey, the first half seemed like a lot of turnovers. Your defense is playing well, forced a lot of turnovers. Was that part of your pregame plan?
You know, we've hung our hat on our defense all year, and, you know, it's no different tonight. But, you know, they're playing great defense, too. It is a grind out there. Every possession is a lot of work out there. You know, both teams are struggling to score, but playing really top defense. You know, and so overall, I'm happy. I think we can do a better job offensively, of course, than 14. But, you know, they probably feel the same way.
Absolutely. It seems like you guys guards are really breaking the press. It seems like that guards plays, once they break the press, are you worried about not getting into your offense in time, or how's that work?
You know, that has been a problem. We've talked about that in the timeouts, but, you know, you got to give credit to them. They're taking us out of what we like to do, but we just got to be a little bit more physical, a little smarter, and a little bit more patient on our offensive end.
All righty, thanks, Marty. Good luck with the second half.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Yes, a very gritty, hard-nosed first half, 14-10. The Eagles on top, and it's just about what we expected, Rick, and I don't think it'll change in the second half.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's a little bit more defense than I expected, but at the same time, it's a balanced game defensively and offensively. Both teams are turning the ball over a little bit more than I'm sure they want to. They're playing good defense that they would like to see, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, their offense is not keeping up with where they would like to have it at this point.
No, we'll see if that changes in the second half. Stay with us. Lots more to come this evening on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
There is a road laid out for me.
Boxes everywhere. And this is going to be Addie's room.
I am blind,
you're really going to like it. I hope so. Yeah.
I know this road is there for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Waist down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
I got this.
I know
okay.
If I'm really free, take me down to the river and wash me.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest here on the campus of Vista del Lago High School at the intermission of 14-10 lead for the hosts. Not much scoring, but we've got a guest in the house, a member of the Folsom City Council, standing by with Mr. Kevin Coble.
Hey, guys, we are back here with Mike Kozlowski. As you said, he is part of the Folsom City Council. He's a track coach, and he's a PA announcer. Mike, how long have you been being the PA announcer?
As long as we've had varsity sports here at Vista for 15 years.
Wow. Is there I know you're part of the Folsom City Council as well. Is there anything memorable to you from doing this over the years?
Oh gosh, we've had really, really good individual standout basketball players, both boys and girls. But I'd say this girls team right now over the last 2 years is one of the best teams top to bottom that we've had. So they're making some memories right now for us all. It's great.
Gotcha. And I know that a lot of banners are hanging around here. How proud of being on the city council, how proud of you of this school?
Oh, extraordinarily proud. The sports programs at both of our high schools and the educational programs are superb. And about 7 of these banners are track and field section championships. So I'm particularly proud of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand you're the track and field coach as well. So all the duties you have here, that must be a lot of fun going through the high school day.
Oh, it's a blast. It keeps me young. I get to be out in the sunshine every afternoon, so it's good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and good luck for the rest of the game.
Glad you guys have been here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Go Eagles.
All right, guys. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, Kevin, thank you very much. Well, I guess enough was said in the Christian Brothers locker room. They're back out here on the floor to warm up. And
yeah, that was pretty quick in there. You know, it's maybe just a couple thoughts to put out, and then go do it, girls.
Go do it, girls. Well, let's send it back to Kevin Coble, standing by with Shandon Foster.
Hi, we are back with Christian Brothers varsity girls coach Shandon Foster. Shandon, hey, how was it like the first half? I know there's great defense being played, but what did you tell your team at halftime about all the turnovers and how we can get that right?
So that's basically what we talked about. We're playing great defense. We've had 3 30-second violations committed on them, but we're not finishing. We come down here, we blow layups, we're forcing stuff. The refs are letting us play a little bit, and I told them we got to toughen up and play through it. It is what it is.
Absolutely. It does look like both offenses are having a hard time struggling to get in their set offense. How are you guys going to try to break that in the second half?
I told them to slow down. Slow down, be patient. We drew up something in there. Hopefully that'll work. But we just have to slow down. We're not really playing our game right now. We're letting them play us, and so we've got to slow it down, play our game. We've got to finish. That's huge right now. We got to finish. We should be up.
All right, well, thank you. Good luck for the second half, Sonny. Thank you. All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Let's step back and take a little bit of a pause. And when we come back, we'll have some more goodies for you here on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The tree's roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade, or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug, or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's alive. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Well, we're not far off from second half action, but we'll take a peek at the standings, and you'll see easily where the two teams contending tonight are basically favorites to win the Capital Athletic League.
Well, yeah, and you could see that, the only two teams really that have a winning record other than Rio Americano down in number 6 spot. But the two top teams here, both undefeated. One of them is going to come out on top tonight. Capital Christian, also 2-1. El Camino, Sacramento, Rio, all 1-2. Del Campo 0-2. Sacramento is 9-9 after winning 2 straight. They're having a little bit of a tougher year than they have in a while, and maybe they're on their way back. It's tough to say. It's too early, but it's time.
We shall see. Time will tell, and certainly Shandon Foster is hoping that her team is on the way back. Trailing here 14-10, certainly within arm's reach. And it would be interesting to have heard the short chit-chat in that Falcons locker room at the half.
Well, that would have been nice to be a little electronic bug fly on the wall to pick up conversations, because that would have been interesting.
Here we go. Opening the third quarter. Falcons with the rock. A wild turnover. Send it ahead. Wow. She just barged right in there.
Wow, that was tough. And Skinars is talking to our referee, Reggie Higashi, about that. It looked almost like the defender was moving at the same time. So, tough to see that without the benefit of better eyesight than what I have here. But
well, we talked about the officiating at the top, that they would be on the spot too. Tough D there, but they call a simple block on Conrad, and that's going to be number 4.
Well, and that's going to be a tough one for Vista, because she's a player that they need to have out there.
Certainly a light bump. We've seen no calls on harder contact, but that's the nature of the game. Inbound goes to Greer.
Kelsey Brooks in to replace.
A poor pass inside by Harmon, picked off.
Well, it's hands reaching in.
15th turnover on the Falcons.
27 for the two teams combined. 26 in the first half.
Tough D all the way around the horn. Lyons kicks it out. Here's more. Shot on the way. Down!
Nice touch. Kelsey Brooks just into the game to replace Conrad after picking up her 4th foul. Hits a 3. Big basket. Big basket for Vista.
17-10. Harmon trying to probe. This is Foster. Shut out in the first half. A miss from outside. Greer again. Blocked from behind, but it's going to be a foul on Lyons.
Wow, sure looked like Lyons didn't even jump. Take a look here at Kelsey Brooks on a 3-pointer. Boom.
Just a freshman. So Greer to the line. 0 for 1 in the first half. A clunker.
Brooks, the only freshman on the Vista roster. Varsity roster, that is.
Wide right, but run down. Nice hustle in the rebounding department there. Greer gives it back, and a travel and a turnover.
Yeah, that was a nice pass, but Joy Omashakin took an extra step there to get going. Rooting section here at Vista supplying their knowledge.
More full court pressure. Shy sends it ahead. More. Lions. They settle their offense with 19 seconds.
That was a quick break of the press, too.
This perimeter defense is just tremendous.
Very quick to switch off and go the other way.
There's the open gunner. A miss this time, though, for Skinars. Try for the rebound, one-on-one. Wild layup miss, but Greer again. Whirling hook off target.
Yeah, nice touch and rebound by Greer, but just couldn't get it to fall.
Moore crosses over and gets bumped by Hunter.
Yeah, she was pushing towards it and just got a bump there. 7-point lead for Vista.
Non-shooting. Eagles to inbound, baseline right. Moore will shove it in. We're at the 5:45, still early here in the third. Slap of the ball. Trouble on the inbound. Skinars way off target.
Yeah, she's had a tough shooting night. There's definitely not the Skinars we've seen before.
Harmon Tough shot there. Got it.
Nice little roll. Front rim. Just rolled it right over. Nice touch.
Here's 17-12. More full court pressure deployed.
The complete press here. Got to get it over.
They do. More now. Hunter upset about that call. Foul number 3.
Reaching in again.
Non-shooting.
Take a look here at Harmon coming across. Nice little soft teardrop drop in.
That was a tough shot from the long 17 going across her body.
Right.
Moore sneaks inside, jab step, and tough luck a miss.
Yeah, after the step, they were a little off balance when she went up with a shot.
Foster chased down the sideline by Shy. They need some scoring from her. Tap away, but she regathers. Runner from the baseline, a miss. Tough rebounding there. Skinars send it ahead.
Nice
run
pass.
out to Moore. Down.
Skinars, good pass. Saw Moore stretching out and led her perfectly.
Back to a 7-point cushion. 19-12 down the slot. Harmon, a miss. Over the back, no call. Out of bounds to the Eagles.
Nice, good defensive pressure there. Harmon drove the lane.
So Brooks out.
Ursula Chin in.
Chin does a lot of nice things for them off the bench. She can score too.
Yep.
Send it ahead. They break the press. 2-1. The runner, a miss. Nice offside rebounding there by Chen. Slapped away. Last touched by Foster. The aggressiveness in this game is just tremendous.
Lots of hands reaching in, but they're not hands that are reaching in. It's, unacceptable. They're just reaching in for the ball. Yeah, there's some fouls, but.
Shy to the corner. Moore fouled there. No call. And they call her for a travel, and she's in utter disbelief, as is Marty Benjamin.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe. I'm not sure I saw that.
You did. Okay, inbound Foster to Harmon. Flip side of quarter number 3 at the 3:50 mark. Wide open, deep J, all air.
Chen lets it just bounce right out. Take a look here at Alexa Moore. Laying it up on the lane.
Down the sideline, Moore. Break the press. Terrible pass there. They wanted a traveling call there.
Corcoran in number 32 for Christian Brothers.
Harmon keeps that left arm out on the dribble.
Looks like Emma Lyons picks up another foul.
Take a look at Harmon. She's exhausted. We had heard a lot about the strength and conditioning in the offseason. And here you see Shandon Foster having a tough night from the coaching box. Free throw, got it.
Harmon has to hit those.
The pace has been hectic, frantic, and frenetic. 2 for 2.
Perfect on the line with both those.
19-14. Chen. Careless pass picked up by Moore. A charge.
Another charge on Moore.
You can see the frustration in her face right now. Maybe a good time to settle them.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be a good time for a Vista timeout.
14 turnovers now against the Eagles. Moore still wanting to know where that came from.
And Marty Benjamin was down there talking to Jeff Johnson, our umpire.
Foster, a lob into Harmon, chased down from behind. Good pressure there by Shy.
Yeah, that was nice touch by Shy. She almost came up with the ball there too, defensively.
Foster, a deep corner, Jay, not this time. Up for the rebound, tapped, grabbed by Lyons. Moore to Shy. A bullet right down the middle. Jen in a tie-up. Held ball. Who's got the arrow? Eagles will keep it.
Well, it's good hustle there, but at the same time, it was kind of a reckless play there. The ball was so loose.
Boys, Canars and Foster really going at it.
Yeah, it would look like a little bit of a push-off there.
Foster, a rebound. 2:28. Late third, run-out layup is good.
Nice pass by Harmon.
Corcoran with the bucket. Lions kick out. Shy.
Vista is just not rebounding the ball as well. Another foul on Moore.
She needs to settle down right now.
Timeout. Take a look at Corcoran here on the replay. Nice pass by Harmon, down low. Split it. Good touch by Corcoran.
It's 19-16 now. This game has been tight the entire time except for the quick 9-0 run out by the Eagles.
Indeed, and since that 9-0 run out at 16-10, Christian Brothers.
Meager scoring, abundant fouling, abundant turnovers. This has been a defensive clinic, I guess you could say.
And I don't think either one of these coaches expected it to be this way in all of those factors.
No, they couldn't have. In the first half, only 2 players scored for the Falcons, Hunter and Harmon. Hasn't changed much in the second half. And still, Ellis Canars averaging 19.5. Unable to shake loose. She's got 4 points.
Wow. Well, there's
in the first half.
There's the story of the game right there. The job they've done on Skinars.
Meanwhile, Hunter, Christian Brothers' top scorer, she's in for 8 points, all in the first half. If she duplicates, she would be close to her average. But the big story there, K.F. Foster averaging 16.7 so far, blanked.
Well, I guess that kind of balances out with Skinars.
It does. That's why the teams are so close. Harmon. There's Foster. Down!
That was a big basket, tied up the game.
Tapped away, a turnover. It goes to Foster.
Skinars wasn't aware of the defender behind her.
Transition, Harmon. Poor pass out of bounds. Wow.
Going to have a little bit of a question here on the replay here.
K.F. Foster pounds home a deep corner 3 to tie the game. Basketball to the Eagles. They're going to have to break this ferocious press. Nobody deep. They've got to leak out somebody. There it is. Skinars, a push.
Foster.
Wow.
Well, a little touchy foul, but it's enough to catch the eye and the ear.
Harmon out into the ball game. Mia Acosta for the Falcons, diminutive guard.
Junior.
1:25 to go here in the third. Moore to Shy. Emma Lyons, a miss from the corner. Nice rebounding Chen. Skinars drives inside. Whirling hook, all glass.
Well, she was worried about the defender. Almost lunged like she was going to push off and didn't have to, but it put her off balance, and I don't think that was where the shot came from.
From the corner, In and out, follow-up, blocked out of there. Held ball tie-up.
Shy. Good hands in there. Good timing.
It was. Possession, though, to Christian Brothers. Foster will inbound. After that last bucket, they should be looking to her for another shot instead of having her bring the ball up the floor. A turnover on the dead run. Take it strong. Down!
Big basket for Skinar. She needed that one. Just got to get the juices going.
It breaks at 19-19 tie. Eagles by 2. A tie-up and steal by Moore as she took it away. Layup down.
2 in a row. Easy layups. That's what they need. Vista needs.
23-19. Another steal by Chen. She gets it to Shy. Scattered floor. 13 seconds left. Shy down.
Nice basket by Shy. Huge. Huge. Put it up to a 6-point game.
2 seconds left. Foster's got the rock, and we have played 3. At the end of 3 here. Vista up by 6. Let's spin the replay dial.
First, Ella Skinars on the layup after the turnover. Alexa Moore here stealing the ball, coming right at you. And Charlize Kai here. Step aside, jumper, drained it.
A 6-0 run to close the quarter. All involving different players contributing.
Indeed. That's your balanced scoring. You can see Shannon Foster not happy on the Christian Brothers bench. On the other hand, the student section here at Vista is...
Well, let's take a look at the carefully assembled rankings. Pull your attention away from this frantic ball game.
Well, you can see Folsom there on top, Antelope number 2. Both these two teams, number 3 and number 6, with McClatchy, St. Francis coming and doing a good job this year at number 5. Monterey Trail, Oak Ridge number 8, Whitney, Wood Creek number 10. And the bubble, we have several teams that are working their way towards it. Cosumnes Oaks at number 11, Grant, the girls team number 12. Laguna Creek, we'll see them next week, number 13, Rockland 14, and Granite Bay in the 15th spot on the bubble.
Well, this is a key possession here to start the fourth quarter. The Eagles have the rock. Shy will inbound midcourt far side. They're on a 6-0 run right now.
Indeed, and they need, if they can pull another basket here, that would be a huge way to start the quarter.
Down to the baseline. Last touch by Chen. Turnover.
Yeah, went off, I think, Harmon's hands, and then off Chen's hand. And, it was one of those things where you sometimes don't have the timing to pull your hand back.
16 turnovers on the Eagles. 18 committed by the Falcons.
Well, that's not what either team wants.
Harmon. Skinars a steal. Down the floor. Moore. Sends it back out. Lions. Back rim, no. Defensive glass handled there by Hunter. Full blast. Full speed down the floor. Dish it inside. Blocked out of there by Lions. This Eagles bench is absolutely out of its mind right now on this call.
Goodness gracious. I'm not sure where you'd get a block when you're going up for a block, but...
Well, that's 3 on Lions. 2 of them questionable. However, it places Corcoran at the stripe. Good on number 1.
Nice touch. Another big free throw for Corcoran.
1 out of 2. Good rebounding position there. Send it up the floor. Shy. 1 on 2. Down!
Wow. What a roll. Shy. Tremendous awareness to get the ball up in the face of pressure on that drive. Corcoran hit 2 free throws and he came right back down. Actually missed the second free throw. came right back down again. Shy did.
Conrad in, Chen out for the Eagles. Free throw upcoming for Shy, trying to clean up a three-point play.
Chen played tremendously in that little burst when she was out there.
No good. Back rim. Skinars. Who wants it? Harmon dives for it and comes up with it. And now tied up.
Take a look here on the drive. Nice touch.
Hunter with the reach in. 4 fouls on her.
Yeah, she's going to have to be a little more careful the rest of the game.
She's got the rock double teamed right now. Gets it to Foster.
Foster wanted to pull that one back and shoot.
Baseline drive, Wild. She gets back her own miss. Kick out. Now here's Foster. Short, flat foot rebound, grabbed by Moore.
Okay, time for Vista to just take their time here and make it a good possession.
Eagles up 27-20, 6.5 to go in the ballgame. Pass tapped out by Hunter. Shy will inbound near side just in front of us. Who wants it? To the corner, Conrad. Bounce it low, Lyons backs in, layup missed. One and done. Rebound snatched by Corcoran.
Well, that was just one player going against 3 down low, and that's it. That's a recipe for disaster.
Harmon, kick out. Jay on the way, a miss by Foster. A whistle and a rebounding foul.
I think you might be calling it just that it went up and hit the basket supports.
I'll go with that. 6-minute mark, still early fourth. They break the press. Skinars loses the rock. Grabbed by Harmon. Give it to Hunter. Pull up jumper, short. Wow. Outlet stolen. Bank shot missed by Corcoran. Ball awarded to Vista. And frustration all over the face of Jada Hunter in front of that Falcons bench.
Well, and that's just part of the game, the frustration. You know, you have to bury that and know what you're doing.
Lions, shaky pass. Shy gets it to Moore. Ball hawking everywhere by the Falcons guards. A miss by Lions. Good rebound position. Gets it back again. Stripped away, and Hunter's got it.
Well, Skinars had a tough time corralling that in the first place and went up for her second shot.
Intercepted on the upcourt pass by Harmon. Conrad to Shy. Tapped away and loose ball on the floor. And here's a tie-up.
Christian Brothers ball.
Call it an Eagles turnover. This game has been as frantic as we thought it would. Maybe even more so.
Well, and it's still a 7-point game, too. Albeit a very low-scoring 7-point game.
If you're interested in the value of free throws, tonight, Christian Brothers 3 of 9. Eagles 3 of 4. Post up, Corcoran. No. Good position. Skinars with the rebound on the box out. Up the floor. Shy gets it low. Conrad. Boy. Blocked and grabbed by Corcoran. She's been tough off the bench.
Skinars got a tumble there, too, after that shot.
Nearing midway fourth at the 4:30. Harmon doesn't wait. Blocked out of there by Moore, I guess that was.
Yeah.
Marty Benjamin asks for and granted a 30-second timeout. We'll hold it here. This ball game. Oh. Rick Stewart, I don't think we've seen one quite like this, even though we've seen the last 5.
Well, you know, this is not the game we thought it would be. It's a defensive battle. Yes, we thought it would be that. But at the same time, we didn't think it would be so turnover-filled with both teams. we thought with the possibilities that Christian Brothers had and shown this year with their press, it might be, something that, Christian Brothers would have, maybe the edge for it, but at the same time, they're not producing the offense that they need to do, even half of the offense they need to do, really, that they have this year.
No. The games we've seen prior have been low scoring, except maybe one of them, but both teams are being defensed out right now. The turnovers, we got a grand total here of, 19 for Christian Brothers and 17.
36 turnovers.
That's a ton.
And there's still 4 minutes to go.
Harmon runner got it.
Yes, nice soft touch. She saw the opening and just bolted for the basket.
The lead is 5, 27-22.
Bad pass. I think Conrad thought one of her teammates was going to be taken off up the sideline and wasn't there.
Turnover.
That's a costly one.
Eagles. Walking dribble, Harmon straight up the floor. Double team. Cross court, it's Foster.
Knocks her own teammate down.
Unbelievable. Up the floor. Shy to Moore.
Kind of lost their advantage on that drive there.
Shy. Corner J on the way. Down! Conrad!
Again. Basket from the corner for 3. Kicks it up to
22.
8-point lead and a steal
by Conrad. 4 on none. Wow!
10-point lead. 3 minutes to go. Is that the straw?
I haven't seen a 4 on none in 30 years.
That's been a long time.
It's a full time. We're just going to keep it here in Gab. As you can see that Christian Brothers huddle with head coach Shandon Foster looking on, wondering again what has become of her team here at the Eagles Nest.
Well, and part of this is turnover, and part of it, I think, is just trying to force it in where the margin is very, very thin at this point between these two teams. Both of them are capable of playing tremendous defense at any given time. Obviously, both of them have a chance to maybe a little bit of, push to get some turnovers that they would prefer not to have. But, it is the game. It is kind of balanced for both teams in that respect. So it is a good matchup.
As we always do, we select our players of the game from each squad, and they will be interviewed in our post game. Kevin Kolb will have the honors of that. And we are considering a handful of nominations right now.
Yes, we are. And the group that will be posting their votes online will be making their decision very soon. Yeah, there's a list of players that we could choose from tonight in this low-scoring game. Some of it's the scores, but some of it's also we're going to roll the ball up. Okay. And,
cross court, Hunter to Foster. 3:05 to go. Feed low at the block. Corcoran in the double team, kicks it back out. 3-second violation. Three-minute mark, crunch time, fourth quarter. Christian Brothers' undefeated season on the line. Moore has played very well amid all this heavy pressure. Shy, working the clock pretty good right now. Down the line, a miss. Scannards has her shot blocked beautifully by Hunter. Wow.
Take a look here at Rosie Conrad. Marty Benjamin not happy with that last call. Here's Conrad's three-pointer.
Third foul on Scannars. Foster to the stripe, where she missed a pair of free throws in the first half. Got that one.
Well, and these are crucial right now. 2:32 left. They have to hit every single free throw.
One out of two. Chased down by Shy. 32-23. Wrestled away. Oh, my word.
Oh, Lord. Goodness gracious. Wow. Okay.
When in doubt, guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a call. We're going to roll it up again, save some time, and the only key to that is the defensive pressure has to come up.
Foster fires. Down!
Big basket for Foster for three. 32-26 now. Christian Brothers trails.
2:05 to go. Heavy pressure. Full court. Lions lob to Shy. Badgered hard there and comes back out with it. Less than 2 minutes. Moore. A poor pass. Shy unable to get to it. Turnover.
And Moore knew it as soon as they knew it. Take a look here at Kaya Foster. Moves side. Jumper. Down.
It was a deep three.
Yes, it was.
Here's Harmon. Foster again. Fire away. Not this time. Fight for the board. Over the back, Corcoran. Tie up with Conrad.
And Vista takes the ball.
This has been a war, just like we thought. Inbound goes to Moore. Badgered hard. Harmon falls down on her own. No call. Less than a minute and a half now. Shy up the floor. Hounded there.
Almost double dribbled.
Moore with Harmon right in her shirt. Taken to the foul line. Slapped away by Hunter. They get it back and lay it home. Skinars.
Big basket for Skinars. Had to delay a game warning on Vista.
Here's Harmon. Younger player, but playing hard tonight in the toughest of games. Corner jumper, Harmon. Down!
3-pointer. That's a 5-point lead.
51 seconds to go. Time out taken.
Take a look here at Skinars here, picking up the ball. Dribble underneath off the glass. And we also have Kaya Foster here, the basket. Take a look at here. You can see Coach Shannon Foster talking with her team there on the sideline with a 5-point deficit. 51.7 seconds you can see right there in the fourth quarter. And this is a huge game for Christian Brothers. They need to break this streak that they've been on with Vista. 5 straight losses.
Well, this meager crowd coming out on a stormy night has had more than their money's worth after the first quarter with the intensity we've seen.
Well, and this is not a meager crowd for this kind of weather. This is actually a pretty good crowd for this type of weather, I would say. You know, when we got here, it was pouring, and obviously, you know, these fans are basketball fans that are ready to support their team. And schools. Christian Brothers in the bonus foul-wise. Vista's with 18 fouls. Christian Brothers only 4. Skinars, Shy, Lyons, Moore, and Conrad out there for Vista. Omishakin, Foster, Harmon, Hunter, and Corcoran.
Inbound up the floor. 2 players hit the deck. It's a turnover and a nice recognition there by Moore to get that tie up.
Christian Brothers ball. 6 seconds off the clock on that group of plays there.
Here's Harmon. Whale of a game tonight. Turn and fire. All glass. Rebound taken by Lions.
Big Lion.
Time out taken by Marty Benjamin of the Eagles with 36.6. And the Eagles in possession. I don't know about you, but this game has exhausted me.
Hey, this is what we came for. I mean, we came for a close game, a hard-fought game, and we got it. A little lower scoring than we thought, but that's okay, too. You know,
we got more than we wanted.
Yeah.
And it's been a joy to see players competing with this kind of intensity.
There's been intensity from the very first tip-off. There's no doubt about that. And, yeah, it hasn't been as clean as any of these players want, I'm sure. But at the same time, they're both going at it hard, and they're both making a lot of good decisions. Yeah, there's a lot of turnovers that are happening, but some of that is defensive pressure, and some of that is just trying to force the ball.
Both teams with their original starting fives out on the floor with 36.6 left on the clock. Inbound to Moore. She's doubled immediately. Wrestles the ball away from the reaching hands. And a foul called.
Foster.
Against Foster. Not in the bonus, though.
Took another 6 seconds off the clock.
Reach and a foul on Harmon. They got fouls to give.
I guess the idea is just keep fouling and may poke the ball loose.
Lions surrounded by 3 defenders in a tie-up. Held ball to the Eagles. Shy to send it in. Tap away. Good hustle there by Hunter. 24 seconds left in this one. Falcons up against the wall. Trouble on the inbound, batted away by Hunter again. Coach Marty Benjamin urging his inbounder to call a time if she can't get it in. Ball fake. Finally, Skinars dribbles out of trouble, but still surrounded, and a foul called on Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter couldn't get out of the way there when Skinars turned back.
She's out of the ball game, if my arithmetic is correct. And there's Shannon Foster.
Yeah, you can see Shannon Foster there, not happy. Marty Benjamin and Frank Horwath there for Vista. Skinars at the line for 1-and-1.
Free throw, no. Wrestled away. Conrad still hustling. Foster surrounded. Gets it to Harmon with 12 seconds to go. Drive it strong. Kick out. Foster needs the 3. Not this time. That
And
is game ball.
Moore got hurt on that last play, too.
Well, we're sorry to see that part, no doubt.
Yeah.
Our final score tonight, 34-29. Vista del Lago Eagles and another carbon copy, Stu.
Hey, this is what they do. They play defense, they hound each other, they shoot the 3 ball, and depending on how well each team does each one of those, that's what it is. And right now, 6 games in a row, Vista's got the advantage in those things.
Well, what a hard-fought battle, and it was a battle, it was a war between these two squads, so familiar with each other, knowing that it's going to be a game like this, and it was even more so.
Well, and this is what they do.
We're going to take a little bit of a break right here and come right back because Kevin Coble will be interviewing our players of the game upon our return. Stay with us.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives. But there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit CFF.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cystic fibrosis.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
My graduation was something I will never forget. People like you and me sometimes may have doubts in ourselves, but I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
The verdict is in and the decision is final this evening in Folsom, where tonight at Vista del Lago High School in a key Capital Athletic League matchup, fierce rivals battled it out again. Vista del Lago emerging with a hard-fought 34-29 victory in the most physical game we've seen so far. We have selected our players of the game after some serious contemplation. For the visiting Christian Brothers Falcons, guard Aaliyah Harmon played tough and particularly clutch in the fourth quarter, finished with 11 points. And Alexa Moore, the senior guard, badgered all night long by that fierce Christian Brothers pressure. Player of the game for the Eagles, she finished with 9. Kevin Coble is standing by with our players of the game. Kevin?
Hey guys, we are here with the players of the game. First of all, we'll start with Christian Brothers. Aaliyah Harmon, number 5. Hey, Aaliyah, how was it like? Did your coach kind of get you guys game plan to come out and play, and kind of how did the game flow seem to you?
We were just rushing. Myself, I was rushing shots that I shouldn't have taken, and we just weren't playing our game, and we were playing down to their level.
So what kind of the defense was? It looked like it was a defensive game tonight. How are you guys getting prepared defensively and then carrying that over into the rest of the season?
We're just working on pressing and then coming back into our zone and just trying to keep pressure the entire game.
All right, Leah, thank you so much, and congratulations on player of the game. All right, guys, we're going to come back, and we're going to come back with Vista del Lago's player of the game, Alexa Moore. Hey, Alexa, how's it like? You guys had a really good defensive line that first half. Explain how you guys guards got it together tonight and how you came up with a victory.
Definitely our coach helped us get our motivation back and everything, and we just needed to lock in more because we knew our offense wasn't really getting there, so we knew we had to contribute on the defensive side. But otherwise, we did a really good job against them, and we hope to do it again. It does seem like you guys got it really going and beating the press. How did that help you get more into your offense in that second half? Definitely once we got in our motion with the press and beating them with the press, I think that allowed our offensive game to open up a little bit, and we got more calm, so yeah. All right, what do you take this win and this great play you guys had defensively? How do you take that into the rest of the season? Definitely we want to have that mindset going in for the rest of the season, and then hopefully we want to win against those big teams like Christian Brothers. So we'll definitely have a good rematch against them in the future.
All right, well, congratulations on player of the game. Hope to see you more this season.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you. We'll try to get the coach here soon. We'll get Marty here. We'll come back right back at you.
All right, Kevin. Marty Benjamin soaking up the joy of such a victory tonight. Rick, it was a war, and they knocked off an undefeated ball club.
Hey, this is a big step forward for them. I mean, they knew they were ready to do it, but this is the actuality of going up and smacking somebody and just taking over, taking their candy from them.
They did, and the Eagles' Nest has to be just the place they do not want to play.
Maybe a snake pit, you might call it.
Well, let's send it on back to Kevin Coble standing by with winning head coach Marty Benjamin. Kevin?
All right, guys, we are back with the winning coach Marty Benjamin. Hey, Marty, how did you guys get that victory tonight? What a great defensively game, huh?
You know, our defense, we played excellent defense for 4 quarters, right? You know, offensively, you know, wasn't stellar. I think we had the one run to end the third quarter that was basically the one run of the game for either team, and you know, and we won by 6. So you know, that we made one more punch than they did. But man, it was a grind from start to finish. Every possession was tough for both of us, right? Our team struggled and fought every possession on the offensive end, and it looked like they did too. You know, I have a really good scorer. They've got a couple really good scorers, and both teams made the night hard for those players. And you know, we just got lucky and came out on the top. I know we play them one more time at their place, you know, and I'm sure it's going to be another grind.
Well, and you said you got a lot of the good guard play tonight, and one good thing you guys did was once you got open shots, you hit a couple of those open shots.
We did.
And how does it look like going forward in the league season play?
You know, on paper, the league isn't very strong. It looks like a 2-team race between us. It has been in other years, but you know, you never want to take anybody lightly, and you know, I mean, it's a cliche, but you want to you know, play one game at a time and give respect to every one of our opponents in our league. I've mixed in 3 non-league games during our league season that are all tough opponents. I'm playing Oak Ridge, I'm playing Monterey Trail, and I'm playing Del Oro, and it's to try to get us more tough games going into the playoffs on top of playing that team again.
Absolutely. It seemed like both teams' shooting just wasn't there tonight as far as the points per game per player that they had. And that seemed like a lot of the keys to the game was stopping your guards from shooting, but you guys still seem to held them defensively.
Well, you know, they're averaging 70 points a game. We're averaging 54 points a game, you know. Like neither of us got close to that, you know, and you know, you got to give I want credit for my defense that our team played, but I tip my hat to them. They made every one of our possessions tough. They grinded and they played hard. You know, I didn't know that's the first time we've played them this year, and I have a ton of respect for them.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys went off on a 10-0 run to start the game. That's got to make you feel good, both offensively and on the defense side.
It does. So, you know, we hit our shots to start the game, you know, and then we've had a tendency on a few other games where that's happened, where we think it's going to be easy the whole game, and we get a little bit happy with ourselves and start taking some shots that I would rather run a little more offense. But you know, I mean, we did have a pretty good start to the game.
Absolutely. All right, congratulations, Marty, and congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you, and thank you for covering our game tonight. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, back to you, and that was Marty, and have a great weekend.
Okay. Thank you very much, Marty. You know, nice compliment there to Shandon Foster. A lot of mutual respect between the two of them because they have waged war for 6 years against each other, and tonight was possibly call it the Waterloo or the Gettysburg as far as that winning streak coming to an end.
Well, and these are wars. I mean, they're bloodless wars, but they're wars all together. And you know, I don't know. Foster might say there was some blood today on the one shot, but you know, at the same time, you know, these are two teams that are pretty evenly matched. It looks like, unless you look at the paper. If you look at the paper, there's not a matchup here that is equal. But these two teams, when you get them on the court inside the lines, it's a whole different story. And there's something that
Vista puts out there against Christian Brothers, and I don't think Christian Brothers has figured it out yet.
No, they have not. They were nervous to start the game when Vista went 9-0. And a couple of their star players really didn't get untracked. And it showed what we spoke of earlier. The closest competition for 14 games was by 9 points. So it's clear that they weren't accustomed to playing in tight games where every possession is crucial. It showed tonight.
Well, it did. And you could tell on numerous possessions that they were either forcing the ball down court or forcing the ball into a spot that they really shouldn't have been and taking more time to work the ball around. And that's just a team that's in their face where they haven't had a team in their face. And, that may benefit them as we go through the league. The league, if it's not that smart, maybe it won't until they come up against each other again at Christian Brothers, and that should be another war. Oh, my goodness. I can only imagine what that'd be like there. The crowd will be, I'm sure, into it, and it'll just be a massive, mashup.
It will. No doubt that the run-up to that game will be tremendous. But tonight, both teams brought what they had. And one of our keys in the pregame was controlled tempo.
Yep.
And both teams were out of control too often to suit their coaches. But Christian Brothers a bit more tonight. And the final total on turnovers was astonishing. Christian Brothers committed 21 and Vista 20.
Well, and there's your low scoring. You take half those away for each team, and you're looking at a 55, 40, 49 game or something like that. And that's astounding, the difference that all those turnovers make. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the difference it would make, though. So 41 turnovers between the two of them. Whew.
41 turnovers, and the aggressive play did not match up at the foul line. Christian Brothers shot a weak 5 of 13, but for Vista, 3 out of 5.
Only got 5 free throws versus 13, and the 8 misses that Christian Brothers had. Even if you cut those in half, now you got a 1-point game, and any number of plays throughout the game would have made the difference. So, free throwing, we harp on it all the time. Boys games, girls games, and how dramatic is it? Well, it shows you right in here today.
It does indeed. Boys games, girls games, and our next telecast, we like this one so much, we have another doozy of a girls matchup coming up on Tuesday. And you can see there by the graphic, we'll be at arguably the oldest gym with the most personality at McClatchy High, where the Lions will host the invading Laguna Creek Cardinals. That, too, will be a battle.
Yes, it will. And Laguna Creek is ready. I don't know if they're ready to go in the gym and do what they have to do against McClatchy, because that gym is a home court advantage no matter how you look at it from where you are coming from. And we've seen games there before where McClatchy has the edge simply because of that. And it's amazing that there are still places that are like that, and it's a tremendous place to watch a game and be part of a game and the crowd and all that. But Laguna Creek's going to have to come in and play their A game, and they're going to have to hold McClatchy down as much as possible, because McClatchy's not going to lay down for them.
No, that's a game with terrific ball clubs and both well coached. So you might want to circle that one in red next Tuesday.
Well, I think I will.
And that would be the 24th, if my arithmetic is correct. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So, yeah, it would be McClatchy hosting the Cards in a heck of a matchup right there. But tonight was a heck of a matchup and a lot more, where host Vista del Lago knocked off previously undefeated Christian Brothers by a final count of 34-29 in the most vicious defensive struggle I've seen in years.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. No way you can say anything but that.
Well, that's the way it shakes out this evening in a doozy of a battle. Want to extend many thanks to our stellar crew, Kevin Benyon in the driver's seat as our game director, and our camera guys, and everywhere else in the position. Did a wonderful job. Always a pleasure to be working with Rick Stewart. So, Gary Martin was in a different seat tonight and did equally well. Well, the Hometown Sports Game of the Week is a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with Play-by-Play Sports Productions. I'm Will James. We thank you for tuning in and look forward to the next occasion when we can cross your path. So long, everyone.